We're gonna ride with you, Uncle Shay Shay. The unapologetically African alpha males are gonna ride with you, Uncle Shay Shay. No more snow bunnies after this, my brother. That's it. Your snow bunny card has been revoked.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Shannon Sharpe, I'm gonna stand with you, my brother. Shannon Sharpe, I'm going to stand with you, my brother, on one condition. I'm getting text messages from all over the African universe telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm getting text messages telling me that Shannon Sharpe was accused of the unspeakable. I'm going to stand with my Uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm going to stand with my Uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm going to stand with Uncle Shay Shay on one condition. Uncle Shay Shay, no more snow bunnies after this scandal. If you cannot promise me that you will never seek the company of another snow bunny, I cannot stand with you. Uncle Shay Shay. Uncle Shay Shay. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with you, Unc. I think it's a scam. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe on this one. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe on this one. But Uncle Shay Shay, no more bunnies after this. Can somebody confirm if he's being accused by snow bunnies or Afro-Queens? Is Uncle Shannon being accused of snow bunnies or Afro-Queens? Who can confirm? Does anybody know the race of Uncle Shay Shay's accusers? Are they black or are they white? Are they black? Is this a rice bunny situation? Is this a snow bunny situation? Is this a sand bunny situation? Is this a salsa bunny situation? I need to know the race of Uncle Shay Shay's accusers. Was Shannon Sharpe accused by the rice? Was Shannon Sharpe accused by the ice? Was Shannon Sharpe accused by the snow? Was Shannon Sharpe accused by the sand? Or was he accused by the salsa? I'm standing with Uncle Shannon because I don't like when black men get taken down. I got to stand by him. Yes, he's a lifetime snow bunny hopper. Yes, he's a lifetime snow bunny hopper, but that's my brother. Uncle Shannon Sharpe is my brother. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe until the facts prove otherwise. I'm standing with Uncle Shannon Sharpe until the facts prove otherwise. Black Queens, Uncle Shay Shay. I'm riding with Uncle Shannon Sharpe. I'm not going to never laugh at a black man when he's down. I'm standing with Shannon Sharpe. Shannon Sharpe, you must never snow bunny again after this, my brother. All sisters. Uncle Shay Shay, we're going to ride with you, Uncle Shay Shay. The unapologetically African alpha males are going to ride with you, Uncle Shay Shay. No more snow bunnies after this, my brother. That's it. Your snow bunny card has been revoked. You should have never had one in the first place. Your snow bunny card is being revoked. You should have never had one.
Let's talk about it, y'all. Yesterday, it was reported that Shannon Sharpe is now being sued for over $50 million after being accused of sexually assaulting a woman. That's right, y'all. Now, of course, Shannon Sharpe would deny these claims in a statement released by his legal team. And of course, Shannon also exposed some text messages between him and this Jane Doe. Okay, of course, the woman is not revealing herself, or at least the identity of herself at the moment, but it's also being reported that she's being represented by attorney Tony Busby. Okay, this is the same attorney who started the Diddy hotline, right? Started the controversy with Jay-Z and it backfired. And now it seems as if he's over here with his sight set on Shannon Sharpe at the moment. Okay, but the funny thing is these messages on social media, people in their reactions, they're kind of shocked that Shannon would even entertain a situation like this, right? Because again, the messages are supposed to vindicate Shannon, right? in the end. However, the messages are very explicit. Okay, I'm talking messages like put a dog collar around me, tie me up, and do bad. I mean, it's like I said, it's some wild things up in these messages. But people are now looking at Shannon and saying, "Damn, why would you, allow someone to talk to you like this?" You get what I mean? At one point, the woman is literally saying, 25,000 for each cheek. I mean, this is crazy. All right. But according to reports, 44 pages of text were released through Shannon Sharpe's legal team. All right. But like I said, it's handcuffs mentioned in here. It's just a lot of wild, banter back and forth between Shannon and the accuser. And of course, Shannon is now alleging that, all of this is extortion. You know what I mean? But like I said, it's obvious that after seeing these messages, Shannon was clearly entertaining the situation, right? And they're saying for at least 2 years, okay? And that's the interesting part because that's wild. You know what I mean? But they're saying that Shannon met this woman back in 2023 at a Los Angeles gym, okay, when this woman was just 20 years old, all right? So, but again, when you see these messages and you see how the woman was pressing Shannon to do these things while also mentioning money, like I said, Shannon was getting got for 2 years. You know what I mean? And of course, him releasing these messages does vindicate him, if these messages are true, right? However, like I said, the messages themselves and the things that I mentioned, people are looking at Shannon like, man, you wild. Seriously, you know what I mean? And of course, like I said, everyone at this point, that reaction is pretty much the same in the sense of feeling like Shannon, this is a money grab. You get what I mean? And the fact that you've been entertaining this for 2 years, like I said, this is why you have to be mindful when you out here in the real world, right? And you have a certain level of success with a lot of money. Got to understand Shannon's name has been in the headlines consistency ever since the falling out with Skip Bayless. Let's be real. Ever since then, the spotlight has been on Shannon Sharpe. And since then, he's been able to, evolve his brand, take it to another level. And now with the reports of him, possibly signing $100 million podcasting deal, literally over the weekend, a lawsuit is filed. And who's representing this accuser? Tony Busby. You see the pattern here? But the point is, it would have never happened had you not entertained this young woman. You know what I mean? 20 years old, Shannon. Come on. You unk at this point. But again, assuming this woman pressed Umar, you know what I'm saying? Because you reading these messages, and this is why. Like I said, you can read the messages for yourself. As far as the actual identity, I don't want to get too far on that because, again, as far as the reports say, everything is Jane Doe. You know what I mean? So I don't want to go into detail because they're upset at the fact that Shannon's released the name. Like I said, it's a very delicate situation, but the point is Shannon put himself in a tricky situation when entertaining the situation for over 2 years. And now we're starting to see exactly this whole situation backfire. But, according to Shannon, his team, everything was consensual. But like I said, these messages, in a way, does vindicate Shannon. However, it backfires because the public and their reaction to all of this is like, yo, is he serious right now? You would actually let a woman talk to you like that? This is how you give it up? And this is wild because, again, remember, the IG Live is what's being mentioned in this lawsuit as well. So in response, Shannon reveals 44 pages of messages, okay? 44 pages, I mean, yeah, like I said, I don't want to get into too much detail, but again, y'all want to check that out, go on Twitter. I'm sure a lot of other pages, they get into that. Like I said, I don't want to get too deep into it because, again, YouTube, they don't play when it comes to them strikes and guidelines. But like I said, man, you've seen Dr. Umar reacting moments ago, basically letting them know, listen, we riding with you, Shannon, but from here on out, no more snow bunnies, man. Stick with the black woman. This is what Dr. Umar is saying, while also recruiting a two-wife situation. This is where Umar is at. He has now have been inspired by Neo and his 4 women. So now Umar's out here looking for 2 women specifically. I know that's another situation, but again, Dr. Umar, you was just mentioning headlines a couple months ago. So like I said, the point I'm trying to make is just be careful out here, man. Be careful. They setting traps. And your dumb ass walking right into it. 2 years in the making, and boom, we get shocking lawsuits. Now, had this accuser not been represented by Tony Busby, then, you know, maybe people be more inclined to give the woman the benefit of the doubt. But seeing Tony Busby's track record thus far, oh yeah, come on. Like I said, who files this immediately 2 days after the reports of Shannon Sharpe scheduled to sign, you know, $100 million podcast deal? That's, to me, the timing of it is what made it stick out. Like, oh, really? Come on, it's Easter Monday, and they putting this out there. So, but again, y'all let me know, what are your thoughts on the controversy involving Shannon Sharpe and the shocking lawsuit? Do you agree when I say that these messages that he exposed, the 44 pages, in a way, does vindicate him? However, it does backfire because people are now looking at Shannon like, yo, why would you allow this woman, this non-black woman, to talk to you like that? You know what I mean? So again, let me know your thoughts on that. And also, what are your thoughts on Dr. Umar and his take? Okay, talking about he's riding with Shannon, but from here on out, no snow bunnies. Like I said, Dr. Umar is wild. But again, let me know your thoughts on this controversy down in the comment section below. But with that being said, that's all I got for y'all today. My name is Sensei Rip. Till next time, peace.